Thanks for staying with us. We're going to take you live now to a press conference where the embattled power utility Eskom is about to release its financial results. Let's listen in. We believe the acting CEO and, of course, the chair, Jabu Mabuza, is speaking.
The officials accompanying the minister from the DPE, all the executives of Eskom and all the guardians, members of the media, our esteemed guests, more importantly, those of you that have put your money in Eskom. Good afternoon. We share our results at an undoubtedly tumultuous time in our history, a time when co-creating a country's electricity strategy is paramount. Ladies and gentlemen, today Eskom releases results that, while expected, are unfavorable. The organization disappointingly incurred a net loss after tax of 20.7 billion rands, a significant increase from the 2.3 billion loss experienced in the previous year, coupled with an audit qualification on PFMA compliance. Customarily, I would give an overview of the performance of the year under review as part of my chairman's report. However, with this being Pagamani's last results presentation, I will rather ask him to later give a detailed account of the results, being a reflection point for his tenure at Eskom. By that, I by no means am suggesting that these unfavorable results are the sum total of his performance. In fact, far from it. Before I do that, I want to make the following brief comments. The board of Eskom is mindful that our challenges cannot be resolved in isolation, neither can they be solved overnight. These require a partnership approach among all stakeholders, where difficult choices need to be made with the aim of achieving sustained success. With that in mind, we remain grateful to our shareholder, the Government of the Republic of South Africa, represented by the Honourable Minister Pravin Gordhan here today, for their unfailing support during these troubled times. We also welcome the special appropriation bill tabled by the Finance Minister last Tuesday, which will enable the government to allocate further fiscal support to Eskom for the 2019-20 and 2021 financial years. We do, however, acknowledge that we have a significant role to play, specifically on cost containment, and we are committed to continuing to play our part where we can. After our appointment as a board last year, our initial focus was to root out financial mismanagement, malfeasance and corruption, which was critical to restore transparent and effective governance and boost investor confidence in Eskom. While we are disappointed that we have a qualified audit opinion, we are mindful that there is still work to be done. We have made significant progress in addressing these and other emerging issues in the organization. It must be noted that our audit issues relating to compliance with the PFMA will remain with us for a while. And until we receive the necessary condonations from the National Treasury, some remain open because their investigations and court processes are underway. That said, we as a board are comfortable that we've made strides in curbing these issues, and most of what remains relates to previously identified irregular expenditure, wherein contracts are still in place. So faced with the choice of reneging from contracts and have consequences of breaching those contracts, or seeing those contracts through, having been entered perhaps irregularly. Of importance, ladies and gentlemen, is that the strategy review that we announced last year to deal with extensive challenges confronting the organization and help us turn Eskom around, to place it on a path towards achieving financial and operational sustainability. As previously announced, that strategy review culminated in a turnaround plan which was approved by the board in November 2018 and which have been since presented to our shareholder. I want to reiterate that the board is committed to drive the implementation of this strategy with the support underpinned by the following pillars: the balance sheet optimization, cost containment, revenue growth supported by appropriate tariffs, the separation of Eskom's businesses into 3 independent businesses which allow for extraction of efficiencies. At the same time, de-risking the concentration. Although we face serious financial and operational challenges, we as a board are committed to achieving our turnaround plan through disciplined execution and stewardship. I have, ladies and gentlemen, availed myself to be a placeholder for the next 3 months as Phakamani steps down. I do this being mindful of the need for leadership stability in this organization. Certainly not a job I would have applied for. I guess I have a conflict of interest in that I love my country more than I perhaps love myself. Selflessly, I accepted this burden from the minister. My priority will be to take forward the work that Phakamani has spearheaded on financial and operational sustainability to date. Equally, the board's priority will be finalizing the process of finding a permanent chief executive to deliver the Eskom of the future. I respect my minister. I respect the shareholder. I can't choose the shareholder. The shareholder has chosen me. What I have, however, indicated to the shareholder, the date is 31 October, no later. So if the measure is finding the chief executive before that time, I will, from my part, deliver that with the support of the board. We are clear that this transitional arrangement cannot be for longer than the stipulated time. Lastly, I want to assure our stakeholders that Eskom remains motivated to move towards a successful future, to deliver on a commercial and developmental mandate, and to remain South Africa's trusted and credible electricity supplier. Ladies and gentlemen, as we share our results, I would like to thank the board for their concerted effort in making difficult decisions in the past, but always in the best interest of Eskom and our country. Most importantly, my sincere gratitude goes to all of Eskom guardians who are committed to keeping the lights on to power our great nation. I personally thank them for taking on their tasks with diligence amid all the challenges. Last, but by no way least, please allow me to express a special word of gratitude to Phakamani. For the excellent work, Phakamani, you have done since joining Eskom in January last year and working with us as the board in navigating our challenges and crafting.
Those are live pictures coming to you from an Eskom press conference where their financial results are being announced. At the podium there, we've got the Eskom chair, Jabu Mabuza, who's also now the acting CEO, a very difficult position he's admitted there that he finds himself in. He's had to announce that Eskom has registered a 20.7 billion rand loss for the financial year. But